See, I bet y'all thought I wasn't gonna cover this fight, didn't it? We got Rick and Evil Morty versus Rick Prime. And I say these two because regular Morty, sorry, wouldn't even put in no work like that. But without further ado, skis, let's get it. Alright, so spoiler warning right off the bat in case y'all haven't seen the latest episode of Rick and Morty. Alright, we good now? Alright, let's get it.
Son of a bitch, I'm in.
Now, right from jump, I gotta tell y'all something. Rick Prime is a hoe ass nigga. Like, on the real, he's probably one of the most evil characters I've seen in a TV show before. Rick Prime is basically like the first domino in a row full of them, and I ain't talking about the pizza. This dude is the reason why our Rick, or the Rick we've been following throughout the show, is a maniacal sack of shit. He just been with people just cause he can, and to be honest, who gonna stop him though?
Who's gonna stop me?
Well, that's where this fade come into play. So kicking this joint off, we start with Rick and Cole rolling up on Rick Prime. And if you hear me just say Prime, don't get it confused with the one and only Optimus him. I mean Optimus Prime. I'm talking about this other glad nigga right here. Anyways, when they get here, the roast session is already kicked off because you know, like, it's Rick's in the room, bruh. Like, if y'all watch this show, y'all know Rick is bound to fire somebody ass up.
I'm gonna fucking kill you. You brought 2 Mortys with you? What, they're your cheering section?
See, y'all see what I mean? Also, wouldn't take that.
I can see why you hate him.
And she sounds like our wife. Like in a fucked up robot way, but that's definitely her voice.
Bro has not stopped talking shit, fam. Then Evil Morty tries to smoke him straight up, but oh wow, look at that. Didn't work because, you know, hardest nigga in the universe over here. And with that, they shoot portals on the ground and rush his ass. I also find it dope as that Evil Morty has his own portal gun, just like Rick's, but it's like yellow though. This dude gonna end up rocking everybody's one day. I'm trying to tell y'all. Watch out for this eye patch wearing right here. So they jump down on Prime's platform and try to spray his ass. But apparently bro came prepared with a hologram who was talking to them the whole time. And these ugly ass robots come out of nowhere too. Like, you the smartest nigga alive in every universe, but you couldn't make these niggas look, I don't know, better.
Why you bullying me?
Then the robots start trying to choke these dudes out, and you hear this man Rick Prime monologuing in the background yet again. Like, bro is just steady yapping. But on some real stuff, he was yapping about killing Rick's entire family one by one with an upgraded version of the mega weapon. I mean the Omega weapon or device, whatever that is. It looks dope, but it's dangerous as we see Evil Morty slice this Prime bot in the sushi and then pulls out these Dr. Octavius ass arms. It's cool as hell. I can't even cap to y'all. Then he shoots some robo drone things at Prime, but once again, they do absolutely jack. Then we see a character that myself and probably a lot of us hadn't seen in a hot minute. The homie Slow Mobius. I personally thought this character was pretty dope for the time we had with him. Like, he wasn't beefing with nobody. You know, he was a cool cat, you know what I'm saying? Then here come Rick Prime hoe ass with this lame ass weapon. So y'all say goodbye to Slow Mobius. Also, this scene is kind of sad, even for Rick Prime, surprisingly. But what gets me is that we found out that this nigga Slow Mobius was Rick's uncle. Like, that threw me off, I'm not even gonna lie. Even Morty's sitting there like, what the f? But in all seriousness, Slow-Mo gets erased from every single reality just like that. And I gotta give it to the new voice actor for Rick and Morty. He's really good at conveying emotions, no cap.
I'll kill you!
See that, y'all, right there, what I'm talking about? That's some good ass acting. Now back to the fade. Rick gets the blast in that enhanced Glock 17. That's cool and all, but look at him missing though. Like, y'all, look at where the bullets are flying. They hitting the flow and shit. And I personally didn't even know Rick Prime was a part of We Nation. He usually just throws up some invisible force fields and, you know, calls it raps. And right when I open my big ass mouth, this nigga literally rips a page out of the script from The Matrix way back from 1990 whatever, and bullet times the bullets minus, like, you know, the little circular cam motion shit things that they had with Neo, Keanu Reeves, you know what I'm saying? And he puts Rick's bullets in his own gun and gets to spraying them at him. Whew, that's a lot to say. But then y'all check what Rick does. This man Rick weaves 2 of the bullets shot by Prime. Then on the 3rd shot, he covers the hole of the gun with his hand. Then on some Looney Tunes physics, he turns the barrel towards this nigga and makes him shoot the left side of his squilliam fancy son ass unibrow. Look at him. He looks pissed in the mug. But dog, I don't even know if this hurt, because in the next second, he just completely heals from all this. Like, what's up with these rigs, man? These niggas be getting bodied and still somehow survive. It's like niggas in Saw movies that escape the trap, but then they somehow have to cut their whole arm off or rip their rib cage open to escape or some nasty ass. But then they end up surviving anyway.
Look at my goddamn arm!
Me personally, I'm not getting it. Now, after Rick Prime's face heals, they get to boxing. He got a block from our Rick. Evil Morty comes in for the gut punch. He gets pushed away by Prime, but Prime takes a haymaker to the jawline. Rick tries to laser him, but he misses, and then Prime tries to return the favor with a laser that also rhymes, but misses. Evil Morty is back up and gives Rick Prime another mean Falcon punch. Prime swings and misses. Here comes Evil Morty with the successful sweep. Rick hits a clean ass kickflip, and Evil Morty tries to copy and paste that same kick, but then he misses again.
You have no skills and you're a loser!
Snatches Evil Morty up by the neck, midair mind you, and tries to put him to bed. Then we got Rick shooting this miniature ballistic ass missile, but Prime Uno reverses it and then explodes it right in his face. Also, side note, how is this nigga still alive from that explosion in the face? This just like this scene from Spider-Man 3 with Harry. And that nigga survived that too. Anyways, Rick Prime knees Evil Morty in the gut and knocks his ass away. Then he grabs our Rick's elbow and then elbows him in the nose. There's a lot of elbows. Prime got more tricks up his sleeve though, as he starts summoning these ugly robots again. Rick reacted quick and told his ass sit down with that shit. Prime snaps his fingers and makes the Omega weapon go crazy, and he summons these giant robot versions of Diane, aka Rick's deceased wifey. Then we got this shot of Morty over it being unhelpful than a bitch. Like, fam,
why are you still here?
Evil Morty on the other hand is straight bacon. He letting that blicky get to singing and just out here murking these weak ass robots. But Rick, no, our Rick, he over again pieced the fuck up, no biscuit. He finna pass out from getting folded, but presses some automated thingy-mabob on his leg. Then he gets crushed to death by one of the giant robots. Then his legs start making his body crawl toward Rick Prime. And I don't know if bro is cooking or not. I don't know. We gotta see where it's going. Now we got this dope sequence with Evil Morty using his eye patch to see what next move Rick Prime is gonna make. That reminds me of that scene from Men in Black 3 where Jay is running up to Boris and dodging his attacks because he went back in time and like experienced this shit already. Pretty cool, man. Y'all gotta go. But this eye patch he got from Best Buy only worked for so long because it couldn't scan this ugly ass boo-boo mud doo-doo creature from the Black Lagoon. Like, what the is that? Briggs, am I right?
Oh shit, was that racist?
So Evil Morty gets shot in his shoulder, gets tossed to a lower platform by Rick Prime. Then these ugly ass robots proceed to jump this man, but Morty, you know, regular Morty, finally decide to come in clutch, and then these little drone things also come out of fucking nowhere. So Evil Morty uses them to take out these little giant Diane robots in the air. So while he's up there taking care of business, Rick Prime and our Rick get to boxing yet again. His leg is basically making this nigga do involuntary ballet, which is a phrase I never thought I'd hear myself say. And that rhymes too. Hey, what the f? To make this less complicated than it sounds writing it on paper. Prime takes this nigga Rick's leg. Our Rick takes Prime's arm. Then they start boxing with their own body parts. I'm talking using this shit like they playing Lego Nexo Knights or some shit. Then they proceed to attach each other's body parts to their own goddamn body. Did I miss something? I knew Rick had cybernetic enhancement, whatchamacallums, not to be confused with the chocolate bars. And then what the fuck is this shit, fam?
What the hell you ain't got time for that?
Anyways, we get back to Evil Morty landing on the main, and he gets knocked unconscious. This is where the shit gets confusing, y'all. How in the f this nigga Morty switch shirts or places or eye patches or whatever the hell quick enough to be ready for Rick Prime getting back up from his injury? Who, by the way, should be dead as hell. Like, I'm not understanding how these niggas living through all this. This nigga is bashed up and on fire. You not making it out the hood like that unless you cheating or something. But to end off the fade, Rick Prime gets ahead of himself, and instead of shooting Evil Morty, he had the fucking chance. He gets to yapping for like third time, and Morty murks his ass with this like cornflake or bullet-shaped projectile shit, which ends up incapacitating him. Now the moment we've all been waiting for, the Rick Prime beatdown scene. This shit really had me like, wow, when I first saw it. Hell, as I'm writing this script, I'm seeing a lot of fight scenes for the first time. Now, Evil Morty comes in, gets this information via Rick Prime's brain, via that thing he shot in his dome piece like a few minutes prior. Now, I want y'all niggas to look at Rick Prime's face when Evil Morty drags regular Rick into the room. Bro got nervous as f. Bro knew deep down this was his last dance, his last Hot Pocket, and his last sip of McDonald's Sprite.
It's over. You're old school.
So our Rick gets up and rolls up his sleeves and gets to working. And to nobody's surprise, Rick Prime is still yapping, still talking his shit.
I made you. I showed you infinity. And what did you do with it? Hang out with my grandson?
God damn, this beatdown is brutal as fuck. Like, he hitting this nigga with fucking combos, dog. I can't even say like, oh, it ain't that serious, bro. Like, chill. Cause no, this nigga Rick Prime was a menace. He beating on this nigga, Paul, so bad that he don't even look recognizable no more.
You lived in my house!
It almost makes me feel bad for dude, the way the voice actor brought out that emotion. But no, I ain't finna feel bad for a motherfucking thing. Because Rick Prime was a bitch ass nigga. Seriously. I can't feel bad for non-tragic, you know, evil dudes and shit. Also, in the last few seconds leading up to Rick Prime croaking, me personally, I think he was crying or whimpering somehow in a sense. I know a lot of people been having long ass debates about that, about whether he's still trying to get the last laugh. Me personally, I think he's crying from one, the Mike Tyson special moves that Rick is giving this nigga, and two, possibly from the fact that Rick moved in with his family in order to lure him back and kill him, which is some wild shit. That's neither here nor there. That's just my 2 cents in a french fry. But that's all for today, peeps. Subscribe for more and clock that thumbs up, and we out this thing. You heard me?